for this. Alright, what's up everybody? Today I'd like to talk about our E flat concert, or our F blues scale. I'm just going up in fourths from the previous lesson, and this is really important because I talk about magic altissimo fingering number 2 a lot, which is a split F, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, basically your middle F with the octave key but the 2 finger up. I talk about that one a lot, and I would like to go into some real detail with it right now. So let's start. So on the lowest fundamental that you play, you get this quarter tone flat kind of B flat. Usually when you have a note with a stuffy, weird quality like that, you can push into it a little bit and get a nice multiphonic. You can lay into it a bit. Above that, you play the octave, which is kind of like a quarter tone sharp A natural. Like both of those are a bit, I don't really use them for anything in that register, or in those registers I should say. It's above that where the magic starts to happen. So above that, we get an F sharp. That F sharp, it's usually really low. So I usually add the low C and the low B flat key to play F sharp. So that is your most bang on power hitting F sharp that I play. It's the very first altissimo note I ever learned, and it is a manifestation of this split F key. So that's split F, add low C, add low B flat. We overblow that, and then we get our C, we overblow that, and then we get our F. So we have our F sharp, overblow it to C, so that we have a basic understanding for that. Let's get to this scale. First thing I'm going to do is show you the fingerings that I use to play our F blues scale, and then I'll play it for you. So in this case, once we get to our C natural, when I play E flat, I'm just going to use the E flat key by itself, and then I'm going to go to front F. So the sound and the difference of the sound of having the D key off is negligible. I know I'm leaving the D key off, so I'll lay into the E flat a little more. And if you really want to put some stank on it, just like with our C scale that we did, you can leave the C key down and then lay into this E flat key by itself, or just in conjunction with the C natural while leaving this D key off. And then to our front F. From front F, I play A flat with 2 and 3. This note can tend to be sharp sometimes, so I'll add the 6 key with that, and you get a really nice multiphonic like you heard me play at the beginning of the lesson. From there, then I roll the palm keys like we talked about with our G blues scale. So we have our A flat here. From here we go to our B flat by adding the palm D while keeping this down, and then we go to our our B natural by adding the E flat key, and then we go to our C while adding the E key, the side E. So when I press the A flat and I have this 6 key down, I can leave this down up until I get to the C, or up until I add the side E key. So after that, we have our C to E flat. I play E flat by overblowing the C, and then I go to split F in order to play F. Once we get to that C, I go to that E flat. That's what it sounds like if I leave the C key down. And then from the F, then I go up to the A flat while adding the 6 key. I know you can't really see it, but 2, 3, and the 6 key. Get a nice multiphonic with that. Piece of cake. So once we get to our Altissimo F, that's a split F fingering, and then we go to A flat, which is just the 3 key. From A flat to B flat, you can go back to your split F, overblow that again, or a variation of that fingering that I use, or a variation of that note is 2, 3 with the G sharp key. Above that, B natural, which is C and the E flat key together. I also use this fingering sometimes to play the B natural that's below it. And then for C, I'll play the B natural key that's right here, or you can use a front key. Now I don't really have an E flat or an F, but if I really feel like trying it, then I'll go for the C again to play E flat. Now if you notice earlier when I played E flat, an octave below that one, I used this same fingering. So for our double high E flat, I would use C natural, or I would use 2, 3 and the G sharp key for that double high E flat, which I don't really have. But if you notice from my D lesson, I use 2 and 3 in order to play D. So if you lay into it here a little more, keep the airspeed up, and then put the G sharp on there, you can kind of eke out an E flat. And from there, pretty much up, I don't really have the fingers. I pretty much just go up to that double high D. So there you go. I'll screw around a little bit. I'll play up there and I'll add some stank and some distortion to it, and you can get an idea for what it can sound like. So here we go. So that's our F blues scale. So you can play around with that, use that to your advantage. Hope some of these tips are helping you out and helping you play in the high range. So next time we're going to do B flat, just moving up and forth, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. When we get there, then we're going to have some fun. So because we don't normally play in those keys with standard jazz stuff, but when you're doing a lot of rock, those open guitar string keys, E, A, B, these kind of keys, then we're gonna have some fun. It opens up a different kind of sound on the horn, so we'll get to that. So stay tuned, keep an eye on what's going on, and I'll keep making the videos. Thanks a lot. See ya.